Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Bretagne Panther, or Baguette Panther as a lot of people like to call it. It's a tier 6 French premium medium. It's located on the north spawn of Himmelsdorf Encounter, and this one is under the command of Wazwulf of QU1NN. Now it's a standard Aslains A Panther. You can tell that because the cupola is slightly different to the Aslains D version, which was the first one that was actually built. Aslains A was the second one built. Yeah, I know, they got it the other way around. But anyway, it's actually quite a good tank. It's got a high velocity 75mm main gun, which is capable of doing 135 alpha, 150mm of penetration with standard shells, and with the APCR 194. And look at that shell velocity. 1,156 meters per second, which is point and shoot, so just goes to show how strong it is. And of course, because it's a Panther, it's got the angled armor, which means that it's particularly strong at bouncing shells, so long as the shells hit the right spot. Now this is very unusual because he's pushed one long way along, and he is likely to take fire from enemy tanks. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That and the fact that he might now start taking fire from up on the hill, because once the enemy sees that he's down here, they'll start trying to take shots at him. Well, he's decided to make a smart move to get behind this rock, but I'm not so sure about actually going into this spot here. Might be better off being a little further back. He's now got 3 enemy tanks at the other end of the road. But oh, look at this, he's now shooting into their sides and they're ignoring him, which is a critically bad thing to do, because he's going to get shots on all of them until, of course, somebody on the enemy team suddenly realise they've got to reposition. So here this medium tank is taking on the enemy. Now, how did it get the name Baguette Panther, Bretagne Panther? Well, the reason is that the French actually captured, well, we think it's at least 2 Panthers which were abandoned by the Germans because they were out of service or there was something wrong, and as a consequence they fixed them and put them back into action, and they did see action against the Germans. Now they had to change the camo a little because otherwise it would get misidentified as a German tank and taken out by the Allies. So they did change a few things around. But the fact is that they named one of them Bretagne, and another one was either named Auvergne or Dauphine. And those are the names actually given to the tank. And they did fight the Germans. Well, that is pretty impressive. He's now taken out one, or did he get the kill? No, he didn't get the kill. Oh, there was me thinking he'd actually got a kill. But no, Wazwulf has just been collecting damage up until now. But he's been doing it very efficiently, and oh, that T1 Heavy had to move, otherwise he was going to get shot up the rear. But he needs to be careful here, because that KV2 could be fully loaded, ready to go, and he could take a huge hit. Now if he tracks the guy, oh, that ricocheted off, and he's got to make sure if that guy tries to pull forward, stops him in his tracks, otherwise he's going to take a hit. Oh, he bounced it! That was an armor piercing round! Fired armor piercing. Oh dear, if only he fired premium rounds or HE, that would have worked, but no, he didn't get it, and now he's gone down. We took a round in the tracks from the Tiger, but you can see even the Panther can take on a Tiger and do extreme damage. Now he might take one more hit from one of the enemy. He needs to pop in here quick, but he's decided he's going to go after that T1 Heavy. Dialing in. Oh, he gets a kill shot. Now watch out behind. Tiger 1 turning round. Oh, he gets another one in. And the Tiger's now bothered about our teammates. He's ignoring us. Oh, we'll just go for it then. If he's going to play with our King Tiger captured, we're certainly going to play with him and start pumping rounds into him. Well, that Tiger 1 has gone down. And the only kill we've taken so far is the T1 Heavy. But they're 3 up on the enemy, and they're having a very good game. And in fact, I think this is the best game that Wazwulf has ever had in his Baguette Panther. Oh, we're chasing an M10 RBFM now. This is where we do lose some hit points. Yeah, he missed us. We did lose some hit points. He goes for the ram and he gets it, but he was ammo-racked. So he's got his second kill. He's lost a few hit points. He hasn't fixed his ammo rack. It's going to be slow on the reload. And he's found an enemy. It's the Arty, the Bretagne Panther. Basically, it's the Arty version of this, but it's a stock one. That's a stock gun. No muzzle brake at the end. Yes, that's somebody who's just learning how to play Arty. And oh, look, there's another one behind him. He was hiding. Yes, we've got a Fifi. Fifi La Pew Pew, the 105 left H 18B2. Go for the gun shield. Yeah, get the gun shield every time. That's the way you kill. And both Arties have gone down, which means now there's only 2 tank destroyers left. A T-78 and the T-25-2. The T-78's just been wiped out, and it's now just the T-25-2. Now he's in tunnel vision here. Well, he's going to sniper view. He's just trying to creep forward. Now, there's your shot. Yes, he gets it. Can he get the kill? No, not in time. And I think his platoon mate in the King Tiger's going for it. And he's got more than 3 kills. And that's it. It's done. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Wazwulf in the Bretagne Panther, the Bretagne Panther. He managed to get a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8. He got a brothers in arms because he was in platoon with somebody else the King Tiger captured, who managed to get at least 3 kills. In fact, he got 6, so he got a top gun. And he was in platoon with Wazwulf, and he got 3 kills at least. And that means that between them, they managed to get 9 kills in total, and they both earned a brothers in arms. He also managed to get the high caliber in that one for dealing the most damage on the enemy. And it was a very impressive game, actually. And I must admit, he did some things which maybe I would have shied away from because of the danger of actually attracting too much attention from the enemy. But it actually worked out really, really well for Wazwulf. 9,800 was the win 8, and I don't think he would have got such a high win 8 unless he took the risks, but they were calculated risks and they paid off in the long run. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he definitely got the highest damage with 2,951 hit points. Second highest damage was the last enemy tank alive, the T-25-2, who got 2,057 hit points of damage. And the third highest, well, that went to the Dicamax on our team with 1,583. And that's kind of unusual for a very lightly armored tank destroyer on a city map like this. In fact, it was his platoon mate in the King Tiger captured, who was in 4th place when it came to damage. Was it 4th? No, 5th actually. Sorry, I'm wrong. The T-78 on the enemy team got 1,472, and the King Tiger capture got 1,430. But he picked up a brothers in arms, and the top gun was Wazwulf got the high caliber and the brothers in arms as well. So very, very good game by both. Let's have a quick look at the win 8 for. Well, the King Tiger captured only got 2,118 win 8, so he wasn't quite as good at doing the damage or getting as much damage as Wazwulf was in this game. When it came to kills, though, he did get a number of kills and must have been finishing off some of the enemy tanks that were very badly damaged, probably badly damaged by Wazwulf for that matter. He got 6 kills, Wazwulf got 3, so did the T-25-2 on the enemy team. In fact, nobody else on the enemy team managed to get more than 3 kills, so that guy was all on his own. He couldn't get a brothers in arms, but he wasn't going to get one anyway because he was going to die. But the Dicamax actually picked up 2 kills as well, so that puts him in joint 2nd place alongside the T1 Heavy. When it came to base XP, that goes to Wazwulf, 1,398. He's the only one to get over 1,000 in this game. 993 went to the Dicamax, 903 went to the King Tiger captured. So a thoroughly good game for Wazwulf on his team. Let's have a look at the detail. 32 shots fired. Well, you do have a fair number of rounds. It's 79 rounds that this thing carries. So he didn't really even get through half of his ammo, but he made it work for him. 24 direct hits on the enemy, 21 penetration, so a few shells missed, but then he was shooting at long range at some of the targets. And he got 2,951 hit points of damage. That's the high caliber, 131 of which was at more than 300 meters. So he only did a small amount of damage at long range. 5 hits received from the enemy. 3 of them were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 920 hit points of damage blocked by armor. The non-penetration, one of those was the shot from the KB2. Was very lucky at that. We saw one of the enemy shells that was fired at him from the KB2 literally sailed past him. But yes, he did take a few pens in that game, but he knew that he was going to take a pen from the Tiger because he had to try and get past that guy. So that was an obvious one. But luckily, the King Tiger captured acted as a distraction to stop him taking any more damage. He spotted 4 enemy vehicles, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did 165 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium account, he actually made a profit, but only a small one, 11,187 credits. The reason? Well, premium ammo, I'm afraid. He did switch to premium ammo when he was having trouble trying to get through some of those heavy tanks at the end of the road. And although he did get the pen, it did go through. The fact is it did cost him. So unfortunately, only 11,187 credits profit, but he did pick up 11,114 XP as well because he got a reward for completing a mission. So overall, that was a good game in the Baguette Panther. People think of it as being a bit weak, actually. In many senses, it is, because it's not much better than a VK3002M. If you want a good Panther, you need to get the tier 7 one. That's better because it's got better figures all round. The Panthers that are the ones which you can get on a premium count, such as the Poodle and the Baguette, they're not quite as good because they're just basically a premium version of a VK3002M. So in that sense, they're not great. But if you can make it perform and make it work like this, you can get credits and you can get XP. Although I would probably only use them as a training vehicle. It's a long-range sniper in many senses because the 75mm is good at long range. It's not so great on armor at close range. That's the problem. Because again, it's like any other Panther for that matter. It does have decent front turret armor, but the frontal plate, the hull, is only 80mm angled back. So yes, it can deflect shells from the upper plate and of course from the turret area, but of course the British worked out how to kill Panthers by firing the shells into the mantlet and watching the shells bounce down into the hull and kill the tank that way. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.